What it means to carry another person's burden. Carry each other's burdens, and in this way you will fulfill the law of Christ. Galatians 6 verse 2. Paul writes these words near the end of his letter to the churches in Galatia. By this point, he has spent time correcting false teaching. Some people claimed believers must follow strict religious rules to be right with God. Paul pushed back strongly. He reminded them that faith in Jesus brings freedom. Yet freedom does not mean selfish living. Instead, it leads to love. Right before this verse, Paul writes, "If someone is caught in a sin, you who live by the Spirit should restore that person gently." Galatians 6 verse 1. Then he adds the call to carry each other's burdens. These ideas belong together. Life in Christ is not meant to be lived alone. The word burden can mean many things. Sometimes it is grief. Sometimes it is failure. Other times it is fear, stress, or deep worry. Some burdens are visible, like illness or loss. Others stay hidden inside the heart. People walk around smiling while carrying heavy weight. Paul does not say people should ignore their own problems, nor does he say we must solve every issue for someone else. Instead, he calls believers to share the weight. When we walk beside someone in pain, the burden becomes lighter. This reflects the life of Jesus. In Matthew 11 verse 28, Jesus said, "Come to me, all you who are weary and burdened, and I will give you rest." Jesus invites people carrying heavy loads to come close to him. When believers help others in their pain, they mirror his heart. Paul also connects this act to the law of Christ. That phrase may sound strange because Paul often speaks about freedom from the law. Here he points to something different. The law of Christ centers on love. Jesus said in John 13 verse 34, "Love one another. As I have loved you, so you must love one another." Culture often praises independence. People say things like, "Handle your own problems." While personal strength matters, the Christian faith does not treat life as a solo journey. Even the early church shared deeply with one another. Acts 2 verse 44 and 45 describes believers who had everything in common. When someone lacked food or money, others helped. It was not forced. It grew from love. Still, there is a balance here. A few verses later, Paul writes, "Each one should carry their own load." Galatians 6 verse 5. At first glance, this sounds like the opposite idea. Yet, the meaning is different. Some responsibilities belong to each person. Work, choices, and daily duties cannot be handed off to others. But crushing burdens should not be faced alone. Think of it this way. Everyone carries a backpack in life. That is normal responsibility. But sometimes people face a weight far heavier than a backpack. It feels more like a large stone. That is when others step in to help lift it. Carrying burdens can take simple forms. It might mean listening without rushing to give advice. It might mean helping with a task when someone feels overwhelmed. Sometimes it is prayer. Other times it is showing up when someone feels forgotten. There is also a warning hidden in this teaching. Helping others should not feed pride. 12 verse 3 warns believers not to think of themselves too highly. Compassion grows best in humility. Another challenge is patience. Some burdens do not disappear quickly. People healing from grief, addiction, or broken trust may struggle for a long time. Walking with them requires steady love. Galatians 6 verse 9 offers encouragement. Let us not become weary in doing good. In the end, Galatians 6 verse 2 reminds us that faith becomes visible through love. When we carry another person's burden, we reflect Christ's care. And often, something surprising happens. While helping someone else, we find our own hearts growing stronger. Christ carried the greatest burden of all when he went to the cross. Isaiah 53 verse 4 says, "Surely he took up our pain and bore our suffering." Because he carried our weight, we are free to help carry the weight of others. 12.